Making this specially for you today for those people who get a lot of tension in their neck from computer work, from stress and daily activities. This is great to do anytime during the day. You stop when you're feeling your neck, or even better before that, or in the middle of the day or the end of the day, whenever you choose. It's a quick routine. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to address the neck. So here's basics. We're going in 3 dimensions. We're going to start off by standing with our feet medium. I'm squeezing my buns slightly to support my core. You can also do this seated if you want, at a chair, at a couch, whatever you like. We're going to start off by going forward with the head and back with the head. Now when I'm doing that, I'm not just tipping my skull. I'm actually moving my neck forward and moving my neck back. My neck is actually moving ahead of my skull. What most people do, because they're rounded forward in their posture, they tip just their skull. Try to get your chest tilted up, squeeze the buns, tuck the hips. That will support the spine. Get your head coming forward, and then your head moving back, and then your skull tilts up. Now, if you feel a pinch in the neck when you go back there, don't go as far, or try lifting that chest a little bit. That may help relieve the pinch. So we're going to do, I put my hands on my chest to give me some orientation of where I'm at. Let's do 5 reps like that. Try and move the neck, not just the skull. I'm keeping my hips tucked, and that's supporting my lower back and my spine. One more time. So this is the forward and back position. Now I'm going to stop with my head back over my spine, not forward. This is where most people are at. Bring your head back over your spine, and then we're going to go laterally. When I go laterally, I'm going to move at the torso a little bit. I'm using my torso to move my neck. I imagine my head being like a bowling ball, and I'm rolling the bowling ball to the other side, rolling the bowling ball to the other side, aware of being back with my head. I'm using my torso so that my neck can relax and get a stretch, so I'm not using my neck to move my head. Now, I'm going to stop in the center. My head is back, and I'm going to rotate to one side and rotate to the other side. Keep your chin tucked down, no chin up. Chin tucked down. Pull the back of the neck long as you're doing it. Try and lengthen the back of your neck as you're doing this. Turn as far as your body is willing to turn, and try a little bit more to turn more. Try to go a little farther than it's willing. Stop in the center, take a deep breath in. Now I'm going to bring my head forward and then back. Drive it forward and back. It's like a periscope. You're driving it forward, protracting it back. Protracting it forward, retracting it back. Head is forward, head is back. See, I'm not just moving at the torso, I'm moving at the neck spine. Drive back. That driving back, that retraction is really important, because again, most people's heads are forward from our postural habits. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to combine those positions, those directions, with another direction. So we're going to go in 2 directions at once. I'm going to go ahead and drive my head back. Always we want to start from a centered head. That means the head's over the spine, not forward of the spine. That's what we call a neutral neck. So I'm going to stay back here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt to the side. I'm going to hold that tilt as I go forward and back. Again, I am using my torso a little bit to move my head, to roll the bowling ball of my head. And what I expect you to feel is this side of your neck. Now, if your neck's really tight, you might be pinching on the opposite side. Stop in the center, come over to the other side, go forward and back. So I'm combining 2 different directions. We also call those planes of motion, 2 different planes of motion. That's what 3-dimensionality is. Come back to the center. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the side again, and I want you to do this very carefully. Rotate your face down and rotate it just slightly up. Be very aware of what you're feeling and listen to your body. If it doesn't like that, don't go any farther. It may pinch. If it pinch, uses that as a boundary. Now, chances are that heating and lubricating that you're doing is going to allow you to go a little farther. Stop in the center, come back to the other side, but I want to always teach you to abide by what your body is telling you. to listen to the language it's using and heed that language, because it will prevent most injuries by doing that. Come back to the center, take a deep breath in. One more combination of two planes. I'm gonna rotate my head as far as I can, and I'm gonna look down and look up. Don't just flop your head, don't just throw your head, go to full range of motion. Move your head with conscious, mindful thought. And change directions, other side, down and up. So move your head in full range to wherever it's willing to go, being mindful and conscious of what you're feeling. Never just throwing the head, and back to center. Okay, so that's the basic neck. We'll be ramping that up into a little more complex, but that one, for anybody, whether you're beginning or advanced, if you're in pain, you just go in the slow speed, in the range that feels good to you. If it's hurting, you slow it down, you shorten the range, and maybe you don't do that exercise, okay? Thank you so much.